A new era for boxing on Channel 5 continues. Nathan Gorman faces Thomas Salick for the IBF International Heavyweight Championship, whilst Josh Kelly makes his return. Watch Britain's best prospects in The Big Fight Live. Friday at 9, exclusive to Channel 5 and My5.
This is Matt for Into Boxing. I am delighted to be joined by Paul Kelly, Josh Kelly's dad. Paul, I thought Jack were winding me up when he goes, "Do you want to interview his dad?" I thought, if you send me to a random stranger in here saying, "Are you his dad?" I'm going to kill him. But no, it's you live and in living colour. So talk to me. Josh Kelly's return. Everyone's been waiting for it. Disappointment last time out when of the mess around happening with the opponent. How nervous, excited are you that he's coming back tonight?
More excited than nervous, and the pull out last time, it's a part of the game, and these things happen.
Do you get nervous watching Josh at all when he goes out and performs? Are you any doubts, any butterflies?
No, no butterflies. Absolutely fine. I coached him as a young lad, so I know exactly what he's capable of, and when he's in a good place, he's a dangerous kid.
He looks really healthy at this weight he's fighting at now, looks a lot fuller and thicker. Do you think his future lies above the welterweight limit? He looks a lot stronger on the scales.
He's definitely looking a lot healthier at super welter. Welter was tight, but I suppose he could get down there for the right fight.
Yeah.
But in the future, I could see him at middleweight.
Middleweight?
Definitely. I mean, he's still a young lad in the game, and he's still maturing. He's a late maturer.
He's had obviously that career where glittering amateur career, had the stint at Matchroom. He had one loss, not the end of him, he's come back now. Do you think we're going to see the best of Josh Kelly now in these next couple of fights where he really sort of shows everyone, look, I'm back, I'm the guy everyone talked about all them years ago, and that's what obviously for him to do?
I think Josh shows his best when he doesn't fail under pressure, when he fails happy. And that one loss, you're talking about someone what nobody else will fight in Europe at the moment.
Yeah.
And Josh took that fight, and the circumstances weren't to be, so...
Yeah. I think people forget as well, behind closed doors, very, very different sort of arena for everyone. And David Avanesian, listen, nobody's queuing up to fight him for good reason, and because he's a world-class operator. But Josh will have aspirations to go world-class level and push on. Do you believe he'll become world champion?
Well, without a doubt. With the right matches and the right coaching and the right management and the right promoter, the world's his oyster.
Have you seen a difference in Josh since that defeat? Because he said at the time, I've learnt a lot since the loss, not just in the ring, outside the ring. And he says now, I spoke to him in the Wasserman offices, and he says, I'm in a good place, and I just can't wait to get back in. Have you seen a difference in him this time round?
I think sometimes a defeat can ground you a bit, and you take stock, and sometimes it can affect people different ways. It's affected Josh in a positive way, where he's took stock, got things right behind the scenes, what a lot of people didn't know about, and he's bouncing now.
What can we expect tonight? I've heard a lot of people say, look, this won't go long, he's punching with a lot of spite. Are you expecting a Josh Kelly knockout?
The kid's very durable and very tough, and he knows how to shell up and protect himself, and if he's under a lot of fire, it'll be hard to stop, because then he knows how to defend himself. But if Josh coaxes him out that tight guard with the speed Josh possesses and the power at super welter, you could well see a stoppage.
I can't wait. I think rumblings of where Josh will be fighting after this, obviously touch wood when we're not looking over this opponent because he's a tough kid. How much would you like to see him back in the Newcastle area, putting on a show, getting an arena packed out and doing it in front of his fans?
Well, Newcastle's not so much his fans.
No, but that area, the
North East area, love the boxing, and yeah. Josh he'll love it going back there and fighting there.
Yeah. Well, let's see what happens. Look, Paul, appreciate your time. Thanks for talking to Into Boxing, and fingers crossed everything goes the way you want it to go later on.
Sweet, nice one.